At first glance, this painting seems like a simple domestic scene, a man and a woman standing together in a quiet room. But the Arnolfini Portrait by Jan van Eyck is one of the most mysterious works in the entire history of art. Every single object, reflection, and gesture hides a coded message. And to this day, no one can agree on what it truly represents. The year is 1434. The place, Bruges, one of the richest cities in Flanders. Jan van Eyck, the court painter of Philip the Good, has mastered a new medium that will change art forever: oil paint. Unlike fresco or tempera, oil allowed him to layer colors with incredible precision, creating textures and light effects that seemed almost supernatural for his time. In the Arnolfini Portrait, we see Giovanni di Niccolao Arnolfini, a wealthy Italian merchant, and beside him, a woman believed to be his wife, Giovanna Senemi. They stand in a richly decorated room, surrounded by luxurious objects: an ornate brass chandelier, a carved wooden bed, a small dog, oranges on the windowsill, and behind them, a convex mirror reflecting two tiny figures entering the room. At first, it looks like a wedding scene. The man raises his right hand, as if swearing an oath. The woman, with one hand resting gently on her rounded belly, lowers her gaze in modesty. But nothing in this painting is as simple as it seems. Some believe this is not a wedding at all, but a memorial. Could the woman already be dead when the painting was made? Others argue it's a legal document, Van Eyck himself acting as a witness, as suggested by the Latin inscription above the mirror, Johannes de Eyck feut hic, 1434. Jan van Eyck was here. Every element contributes to the ambiguity. The small dog, symbol of fidelity. The burning candle, perhaps representing the presence of God, or the soul of the deceased. Even the discarded shoes at their feet may allude to sacred ground, suggesting that this is no ordinary domestic space. Following Panofsky's interpretation, the circular mirror at the center of the painting transforms the Arnolfini portrait from a simple depiction into something far more complex. A visual document, a testament to an event frozen in time. In the mirror, we see not only the backs of the couple but also a remarkable level of detail that reveals Van Eyck's extraordinary observational skills. Reflected in the convex surface are the window panes, the wooden beams of the ceiling, the intricate chandelier, and even the oranges placed on the windowsill, a symbol of wealth and luxury reserved for the elite of 15th century Bruges. Every element, rendered with painstaking precision, carries symbolic meaning, demonstrating Van Eyck's mastery of both technique and narrative depth. Surrounding the mirror are 10 small medallions depicting the Passion of Christ, from his arrest to the crucifixion, carefully arranged to frame the central image. The left side portrays scenes of life, while the right side reflects death and suffering. This juxtaposition mirrors the condition of the couple. The man appears steadfast and loyal, standing as a symbol of life and fidelity, while the woman's figure seems almost haunted, a subtle reflection of mortality and loss. These intricate details invite viewers to look closer, revealing layers of meaning that transform an ostensibly simple domestic scene into a profound exploration of life, love, and legacy. The woman's green dress is another detail laden with ambiguity. Some scholars suggest it indicates pregnancy, especially in light of the surrounding symbolism. Margaret Coster, for example, argued that the portrait may have been a memorial tribute to Giovanni di Niccolao Arnolfini's first wife, Costanza Trenta, who died in 1433, just a year before the date inscribed in the painting. If this interpretation is accurate, the portrait becomes not a wedding image but a commemorative one, honoring a spouse who passed away prematurely. This would also recontextualize other details. The small dog at the couple's feet, which Panofsky initially read as a symbol of marital fidelity, could simultaneously serve as a guardian of the deceased in accordance with funerary traditions. The mirror, with its medallions depicting Christ's suffering, reinforces the idea of mortality and divine witness, further supporting the notion of remembrance and solemnity. The chandelier hanging above them is depicted with astonishing realism, each curve and reflection painstakingly rendered to capture the way light interacts with metal and glass. While it may initially appear as a mere indicator of wealth, it is also a testament to Van Eyck's technical virtuosity and attention to the interplay between light and texture. Beneath it, the two candles, one burning and one extinguished, carry symbolic weight. The lit candle represents divine oversight and presence, while the extinguished one may signify the fragility of life or the absence of the departed. These subtle touches exemplify Van Eyck's ability to weave moral and spiritual narratives into the very fabric of his composition. Van Eyck's skill in combining observation with symbolism extends to the tiniest elements. The carved wooden chair behind the woman, topped with a small figure on a dragon, may represent Saint Margaret, protector of pregnant women, further fueling debate about whether the woman was expecting or whether the imagery was commemorative. Even the lavishly draped fabrics, a sign of wealth and social status, serve multiple purposes. They display the couple's prosperity, reflect contemporary fashion, and in the context of the memorial interpretation, echo the elevated status of the deceased. Beyond these details, the painting functions as a window into the broader world of 15th century Bruges. The meticulous attention to luxury, textiles, and domestic objects provides insight into the social and economic structures of the time. The Arnolfini Portrait is therefore simultaneously a personal record, a social document, and a moral allegory, blending realism, symbolism, and narrative sophistication. Van Eyck's genius lies in this seamless integration. Each object, gesture, and reflection contributes to a complex, multi-layered story. Even 6 centuries later, the Arnolfini Portrait continues to captivate scholars, artists, and viewers alike. Its power lies in its ability to combine extraordinary technical mastery with rich, enigmatic symbolism, offering both an intimate glimpse into a private moment and a profound meditation on life, death, and memory. Every time we study the painting, new interpretations emerge. Is it a celebration of marriage, a memorial for a lost spouse, or perhaps both? Did Van Eyck himself leave subtle clues about his presence as a witness to the scene? The painting challenges our perception, blurring the line between reality and representation, observation and imagination, life and art. Ultimately, the Arnolfini Portrait is more than a painting. It is a multidimensional narrative frozen in time. Through the interplay of light, texture, symbolism, and perspective, Van Eyck creates a world that is both astonishingly real and deeply mysterious. It is a testament to the artist's unparalleled skill, a canvas where wealth, social status, human emotion, and the inevitability of mortality coexist. And while scholars may debate its precise meaning, there is no denying the painting's enduring power to enthrall, puzzle, and inspire anyone who gazes upon it. In this sense, the portrait is a reminder of the profound capacity of art to capture the complexity of human existence and the subtle mysteries that lie within the everyday moments of life.